All right, welcome back to the Jaw Life channel. I am, of course, Jaw. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I greatly appreciate anyone who has taken the time to, come and watch my content. That is always greatly appreciated. We are working toward the 100-day live guitar practice streams. Today, we are actually on day 64. So, pretty excited to continue growing. And again, just thank you so much to anyone who's joining my channel. As always, you know me by this point, 64, videos in, you kind of understand what to expect at this point. Don't just watch the video, but I challenge you to pick up the guitar, follow along, try to, see where I'm placing my fingers. And let's just see how, well we can improve throughout the 100 days, right? As a complete beginner, this is from beginner to other beginners, right? Rather than watching some other professionals who've been doing this for 10, 15, 20 years, you can really shred, kind of forget how to dumb things down or kind of forget how to, go back to their beginning roots. So just wanted to share my experience as I'm a beginner during these first 100 days and see if I can, give any information to benefit another beginner. So again, thank you so much for joining. I greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. If you like music and guitar and things like that, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that way it's easier to find my content in the future. But as we can tell from the title and the thumbnail, we'll be getting into some fretboard memorization and some finger picking today. So again, each video, if you haven't checked other ones out, make sure you do so. But each video kind of touches on different techniques, different music theory, things like that. So during these initial 100 days, as I've never played instruments before or really even touched the guitar, just want to build fundamental skills, right? I don't really want to get on here and start trying to play songs and shred and do other people's art and imitate their art. I want to just bond with the guitar, get comfortable with the guitar, figure out how to move around the guitar, slowly at the crawling speed, and just get kind of comfortable. Get comfortable with knowing what a C chord is and a D chord and knowing what the major and minor scales are, maybe a pentatonic scale, the cage system, just kind of getting some basics of guitar so that way it's like a good foundation. So that way later down the line, when I want to, play someone else's art, I can kind of do so. It's not the first time I've ever, done a certain pattern or done a certain scale or something like that. So just laying those bricks to build something great. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to do some fretboard memorization to start. One technique or exercise that I like to do, rather than just going in like alphabetical order, you could always do that. For example, you could pluck this, that's an open E. Okay, so then this has to be an F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. And then it repeats. And then you could do like this is, okay, that's a chord. Okay, so you got A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. And then it repeats. So you could do that, but as you can see, if you needed to know what this note way down here is, and you had to climb all the way up, that's just going to take a little bit of time, right? It's not the most efficient way of knowing what that note exactly is. So another exercise that I like to do is spelling bead, GCF, BEAD, GCF. So you go to the sixth string or start on any string you want. You can start on the first if you would like, but I'm going to start on the sixth. I'm going to put my index finger, and you can put whatever finger you want because we're going to be sliding around on that B note, 7th fret, 6th string. So you got B, E, A, D, G, G, C, F. And you start over again. B, E, A, D, G, C, F. 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 D, E, A, D, G, C, F. B, E, A, D, G, C, F, B, E, A, D, G, C, F. And you just keep cycling through that. And I know it's, kind of monotonous or boring or what have you, but by doing that, you're really building in that understanding. Okay, B note is here on the 7th fret. Okay, E is here on the 12th because you're repeating. As an open E, so you know your actual E is on the 12th. This is an open A, so your next A is here. This is an open D, so your next D is going to be here. There's not going to be another D anywhere else until you get to this 12, and then repeat it. So another thing, going back to the bead GCF, putting your finger on the 6th string, 7th fret. So you can do bead GCF, bead GCF. I don't know why I get on here and I start yawning so much. It's midday. But anyways, you could do the bead GCF, B-E-A-D GCF, or you could just say out the fret numbers also. I think that's another important way of practicing it. So you got B, E, A, D, G, C, F, right? But then you also have 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. Remember, you go to the high E string is the exact same thing because it's a mirror, right? So if you learn the low E string, the 6th string, you also understand the high E string in the 1st string. So here we go. We got B, E, A, D, G, C, F, 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 B, E, A, D. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. B, E, A, D, G, C, F. All right. So again, if you know the low E string, you know the high E string. If you know the high E string, you also know the low E string. B, E, A. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 1. B, E, A, D, G, C, F. 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 All right. So that's B, E, A, D, G, C, F on the 6th and the 1st string because it's a mirror. It's the exact same thing. So practice that one a bunch, get that one down, get that understood, and then, move on. Once you get that one understood, move on to a different string. Like, for example, I'm going to move on to the 5th string now. If you're comfortable on the 6th and the 1st string, maybe move forward. If you're not comfortable with that, pause the video, keep practicing that, and then start the video back up. Or keep watching the video, and keep that one written down on a notebook of what to do, and continue watching this and getting some other exercises written down so that way you can, be practicing those on the regular. Now we're going to transition to the 5th string. So find the B note on the 5th string. It's here on the 2nd fret. Pick a finger and put it down and start playing bead G, C, F. B-E-A-D, G, C, F. All right, you got B, G, C, F, but you then remember you also have the frets. Say out the fret numbers. So you got fret, what do we got? 2, 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 2, 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8. Twelve, 5, 10, 3, 8, 2, 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 2, 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8. Two, 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 2, 2. 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8. Still on the 5th string, just spelling out bead, B-E-A-D, G, C, F. Again, just trying to build in that fretboard memorization so that way, in the heat of the moment when playing songs, boom, that's a B note, or if you know that's the root at least, and you're doing the right shape, that you're playing a B chord or a C chord or a G chord, and things like that. So it's just important to know all of these notes. I know there's a lot of them, and I know it's very intimidating. But seriously, I'm 64 days in. Whoopee-doo. 2 months, just over 2 months, right? I'm not, I can't say that I have this 1000%, 100% memorized, but I also don't practice fretboard memorization skills every single day either. I mean, to a certain degree, of course I do. If I'm practicing a C chord, well then boom, I know those are C, E, and G's that are ringing out. So, I mean, there's always, to a certain degree, you're always practicing, note memorization and where they're at, but not like a specific, like zoned in, dedicated fretboard memorization practices, I guess, like dedicated ones. I've only done dedicated ones, 3 or 4 times, 5 times. I mean, look at the thumbnails and the titles of my videos. See how many times I actually talk about fretboard memorization. A couple times. So in 64 days with only like 3 hours of it actually being on fretboard memorization, I'd say I know quite a bit of them. So again, I know it's intimidating, but just put in a little bit of time, once a week, once every couple of days, something like that. Maybe every single day, but maybe it's only 15 minutes instead of every single day being like an hour and a half. Every single day, like for like 15 minutes. Regardless, however you do it, just be consistent, right? All right, now let's continue on with the 5th string. I'm going to pick a different finger though. Use my ring. So that way I have 2 trailing fingers. I'm trying to get in the habit of having these trailing fingers staying down rather than floating above the guitar like this as I move around. Rather than doing that, keeping these fingers down. All right, so doing that, B, E, A, D, G, C, F, B, E, A, D, G, C, F, B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Two, 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 2, 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 2, 7, 12, 5, 10, 3, 8, 2, 7. Okay. Now we're going to go on and move into spelling the major and minor chords on a single string. That's another exercise you can write down. Spelling the major chords and either one, both. Spelling the major chords on a single string, spelling the minor chords on a single string. Now they're cutting grass outside, it seems like. Hopefully. Cut my internet line. Internet just came in and had to run a new line for me, so hopefully that's not my neighborhood. Hopefully that's some neighbors or something like that. Let's see here. Got distracted. Sorry if you hear a bunch of pickup on the video. There's people outside, so it sounds like it's off in the distance though. Hopefully it's not right around my spot. But anyways, go into a string. We've already done it on the 6, 1, and 5 strings. Let's go to the 4th string. We're not going to spell bead GCF anymore. Now we're just going to pick a major chord. We're going to pick A because, just to keep it sequential. Okay, so find the A. Here's an A. 4th string, 7th fret. A. Okay, So what is an A chord made up of? You have A, C sharp, and E, right? So just find those notes. A, C sharp, E, A, C sharp, E. I was playing minor after there for the first 3 or 4. A major is made up of A, C sharp, and E. So you got to play A, C sharp, E. You're also practicing your sliding technique, as you're doing this, right? A lot of things that I teach, not really that I teach per se, but that we do in guitar, you're building multiple skills, all at once. So. I know for major chords, you pluck your root, you slide 4 frets. There's your third. Slide 3 more frets. There's your fifth. So you got your A, C sharp, E. Ah, my hair. It's frizzy today. Makes it more itchy and distracting. All right, let's pick a B chord. 4th string. All right, B chord has B major, B, D sharp, and F sharp. B, D sharp, F sharp, 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 B, D sharp, B, D sharp, B, D sharp. All right, B, D, F sharp. Now let's go to maybe like a C chord. What's the C chord made up of? C, E, and G. So you find your C on the 4th string. It's way down here on the 10th fret. Up here. C, E, G. Spelling a C chord there. Yeah, C, E, G. Just goofing off. All right, how about a D chord? Man, this frizzy hair is really itching me. I should have put it up. I don't have a hair tie, do I? Nope. Oh well. Sorry about the frizzy hair. Put it behind me. Get behind me. There we go. Get off my face, hopefully. All right, let's find a D chord. Here we go. Let's use the pinky this time. 4th string, D note, down here on the 12th fret. Yeah, D, F sharp, and A. So you get D, F sharp, A. D, F sharp, A. F sharp, A. D, F sharp, A. D. D, F sharp, A. Let's get these other fingers down. See, I just noticed most of these I've been doing like this with the fingers kind of floating off the strings. I want to keep those fingers down though. Let's re-practice those. I want those trailing fingers to actually be there for support, so keep them down. Yeah. D, F sharp, A. D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, D. Okay, let's find the E. There's an E way up here. What notes make up an E chord? Yeah, E, G sharp, and B. E, G sharp, B. E, G sharp, B. E, G sharp, B. E, G sharp, B. All right, F. You have F. What notes make up an F chord? F major chord at least. F, A, C. F, A, C. A, C, F, A, C. 3, 7, 10, 3, 10, 3, 7, 10, 3, 7, 10, 3, 7, 10, F, A, C, 3, 7, 10, 7, 10. All right, and G, GBD. So we got all right, so there we have fretboard memorization. Sorry, I keep itching my face like crazy. I look silly on video playback. But this long hair is frizzy today. So, freshly washed. It's frizzy as heck. Okay. All right, so yeah, again, that's fretboard memorization. Did a couple different exercises there. I hope you wrote them down. If not, make sure you rewind and get what those are. But now that we're about halfway through, I just wanted to remind you that the pinned comment section below, that's mine. I pinned that comment down there rather than the YouTube description. I actually put it in the pinned comment section. So make sure you check out the pinned comment, and I have kind of like a layout, just a written out description of the exercises that I'm doing for that day. So make sure you check on all my videos, that pinned comment section, so that way you have a little bit better understanding of what patterns I'm doing, and just a written out explanation of what's going on. So make sure you check out that pinned comment section below. Also, I guess before I transition into the finger picking exercises, just wanted to mention real quick, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate the subscription. So lets me know that I'm doing a good job and that people are actually interested in what I'm doing. So make sure you subscribe. It allows you to find my content easier, so that way you can continue learning and growing with me. Also, if you haven't commented below, make sure you comment. That allows me to get feedback and allows a community of like minds to speak about a certain subject. So comment below. That's always greatly appreciated. And last but not least, hit the like button. That always lets me know that I'm doing a great job, lets the YouTube algorithm know that I'm doing an all right job, and it sends the video to other people. So please, even just for a friend, hit that like button. All right, now that we got the plug with shame, or the shameless plug out of the way, a little dyslexia here, can't speak properly. Let's go ahead and get back into the real reason we're here, and that's guitaring. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some finger picking now. So don't really need this pick here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get into some finger picking here. Just a general rule of thumb, of course, it's just a rule. All rules are meant to be broken, depending on the scenario, depending on the song, so on and so forth. However, just a general rule of thumb when finger picking that I've started to understand, the thumb is kind of responsible for strings 6 and 5. Strings 6 and 5 are responsible to the thumb. Index finger gets string 4. Middle finger gets string 3. Ring finger gets string 2. Pinky gets string 1. So the thumb has 2 responsibilities. All the other fingers get 1 responsibility as the rule of thumb. Again, all rules are meant to be broken. So let's just practice that just for a couple cycles. Thumb, thumb, index, middle, pinky, ring, pinky, thumb, thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky, thumb, thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, You could have this muted if you wanted to, because then you can feel if you're plucking the right string, because you'll feel the string vibrating underneath this hand. So you'll still kind of know if you're plucking the right one. I think this important stuff like this, these little fundamental things, or we're just trying to learn how to crawl, or just trying to learn how to walk. I think they're so important, rather than just hopping on YouTube and just trying to find, such and such lick and just trying to mimic somebody else's art. Because then once you want to, do something outside of that person's art, you don't really, know how or not comfortable doing so, because you're used to playing those exact notes on those exact frets, and so on and so forth. So when you can kind of just see the guitar and move around, that's a better way of doing it. So again, just some fundamental exercises to start, these 100 days. And again, just crawling. And if you're having trouble doing that, it's okay. I was having trouble there too. Still am, obviously. Just listen and watch. You'll see that, hey, he's not super smooth. Hey, he's not, great. Of course, I'm a beginner. So, but that's what I think it's cool, a beginner showing and talking to other beginners rather than a professional trying to speak to us beginners and trying to explain things. Sometimes they can't, get on our level. They're so advanced. So, anyways, let's just keep running through this. Just some finger picking. Again, thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just trying to get comfortable walking and hitting each string, getting comfortable, getting calibrated. So those fingers, when they strike down, they're striking the string they're actually responsible for. All right, now we've practiced that a couple times. We just want to go in reverse order. Again, just crawling, just fundamental things. I get it. It's not super sexy. It's not super beautiful. But hey, if you can't crawl and you can't walk, don't expect to then go play somebody's song that's all over the place, Good luck. So just getting comfortable, I don't really do a whole lot of finger picking, so I'm just trying to get comfortable, get those fingers to hit the right strings, understand that relationship, understand what it feels like. So that way, it's not the first time I've ever even heard the words finger picking or, ever even tried to play a couple strings with my fingers. It's like, okay, I've had a couple hours worth of finger picking practice in the past. Yeah, I kind of know what to do here. So now I want to go in reverse order. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb, thumb, strings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, backwards. Confuses the brain a little bit. Just getting that confidence that those fingers know where to go. I don't have to look down and stare at them to make sure they're hitting the right strings. Sometimes I do, but we want to get confident looking away. Still feeling the guitar, knowing where to go. Just rip it out. Keep going. If you want to really switch it up, I guess, because you're tired of hearing the exact same pitch and tones ringing out, you could if you want. I'm really focused on this right hand, though. This left hand gets enough attention and play. But if you really wanted to, you could switch and go to some chord shapes. Okay. All right, now we're going to go, that was just, some fundamentals, just going strings 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or strings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hitting them with the responsible finger. So again, check the pinned comment section below to understand, what the responsible finger is, and just to have a written, typed out explanation of kind of what's going on as well, to kind of match with my words in these videos. So always check out the pinned comment section below. And now we're going to stick with the finger picking, but I'm just going to play a couple songs that I know, just to practice those songs, because again, within these 100 days, I'm mainly just doing fundamental things and stuff like that. But it just so happens that there's a couple songs that finger pick and do the exact same shapes or the exact same chords throughout the entirety of the song. So it's kind of like a simple song, but they're good songs. So I'm going to continue practicing those. And with one of them, it allows me to practice finger picking with sliding. The other one just allows me to have finger picking with changing to a different chord shape, but it's just two different chords. So again, relatively easy as a beginner, 64 days in. So I'm going to go ahead and rep out some of these finger picking songs, and I'm not going to tell you what they are because I want people to comment below. So please, if you know what I'm playing, comment it below, and I'll let you know if you guessed it right. So here's the first one. Index on the 6th string, 5th fret. Middle finger on the 3rd string, 6th fret. Both on the 9th. Index on 12, middle on 13. So you got this spot, the double 9s, 12, 13, back up to 7 and 8, then return to 5 and 6. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. You just gotta laugh at the mess up sometimes. Man, I really wish people weren't cutting grass. Can't control everything. All right, let's try that again. Same song. I'm just going to keep ringing it out. Again, just keep practicing since it's the same thing, kind of loops back over. So I clearly still make mistakes, still doesn't sound, perfect and crisp. So just want to fine tune it. stretch out these fingers just real quick. I've always had a problem with not knowing what to do with my hands. I think a lot of people have that problem, but I don't know if it's a nervous habit, or I don't think so, because I do it by myself, when no one else is around. So, but I pop my knuckles a lot. I don't like to sit still. I move my hands. I'm constantly, putting them in my pockets in different ways, and folding my arms, and bending my fingers, and rotating my wrists. And, they say your body language actually dictates a lot of tone in, meetings and conversations and things. And oftentimes I need to work on that, because oftentimes I'll be, not knowing what to do with my arms and hands, so I'll cross them, or I'll do something with them. And what you're doing with your nonverbals is actually giving a message to the other person. Sometimes you don't even realize it. So that's something I need to kind of work on when I am messing with my hands in, public settings, and, in boardrooms, or, with corporate people and things like that. I need to kind of watch, I guess. But I don't know why I went down that little rabbit hole. But anyway, I just wanted to warm up my hands a little bit as I get back into this fingerpicking song. You play it real slow. All right. So again, if you know what that song is, let me know in the comments below. I'm excited to see if anyone actually knows what it is. Then this other one that I know here is like this. Seems like a little small, easy transition. And it is, now that I've done it, a couple hundred times. But when I first started doing it, basically taking this index finger here on the 5th frets and replacing it with this non-used middle finger over here on the 7th fret, B. So you're taking this index from this D note, 5th string, 5th fret, replacing it with this middle finger on the 7th fret, 6th string. me slow that down like the song is actually intended. Again, if you know what song this is, let me know down in the comments. I know I'm breaking it up a little bit here and there, especially when I'm speaking like right now. I'm interrupting the song, but let's get back to it. Let me know what you know. Let me know if you can figure out what it is. Let me know in the comments. Finger keeps slipping off. My hand's getting a little cramped up. I think that's a sign. Let me see if I can do a couple more good ones. All right. That's going to be a wrap for today's hour practice session. If this hair could get out of my face. But that's going to be a wrap on today's hour practice session. That was session 64. So thank you all so much for joining me. I can't express with my words enough gratitude for every single subscription, every single like, every single comment. I really, really can't. I know a lot of people say that, but I'm being dead serious. I cannot thank you enough for the subscriptions, likes, and comments. So please subscribe to my channel. It allows you to find my content in the future, continue being inspired, and things like that. Also, comment below, get to community of like minds speaking. Also, boop that like button to help a friend out for all the hard work, effort, time, energy, and courage that it goes to get on here and to, perform in front of really the world for an hour every single day. So thank you all so much for the understanding. I greatly appreciate that. There's some floating videos on the screens now, so you can continue watching those to continue supporting Jaw Life. This one here is the entire catalog of the 100 videos of live guitar practice that I'm building, and this is a subsequent video in the series here. So make sure you check those out to continue supporting Jaw Life. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I love you. I'm out of here. Peace out. Take care.